In today's Style File, a popular 90s hairstyle is making a very classy comeback. The half up, half down style, not just for toddlers, tweens, and teens. Beauty Snoop Megan Moore says there is a right way for women of most ages to pull it off. For the longest time, the style has been what? Ponytail, high bun?
Yeah, we've seen everything be up or everything be down. Very loose waves or like a tight top knot, but we're kind of seeing the return of the half updo. So.
I love it because it's feminine, but it's still practical. It's out of your eyes.
Totally. It's perfect for second and third day hair, that when it's a little dirtier and it has a little more grit to it, it will extend that wash in between those days. And it's also great for like a casual event or daytime wear. So it's not as fancy as an updo, which you probably wouldn't wear to the office, but this you certainly can.
Last month when you were here, we were in the dressing room and I frantically right before show said, Megan, let's try a half up. And you were so great to grab a couple bobby pins and help me pull it up. And I feel like it's one of those styles people might need to get a little used to. I got some love mail, I got some hate mail. People liked it, some didn't. It's kind of like the high bun when it first came out. It's kind of a reintroduction.
It is. It's something that people aren't really used to seeing on mature women. You know, we talked about how it's kind of, you know, typical for toddlers, but to see it on a more mature woman, we haven't seen it for the past few years at least. So this is something people definitely will have to get used to, but once they do and embrace it, it's really fun.
All right, you've got 3 ways, in fact, to do it. Introduce us to your pretty models and show us what you did.
Okay, so this is Alicia, and so for Alicia, I like to do kind of a half asymmetrical braid. So instead of pulling both sides up, which could feel a little juvenile, a little too young to have braids on both sides, we've kept it just asymmetrical on one side. So we've just done a really loose braid. It doesn't have a lot of plaits through it, so it's like really, it's just really loose and undone. And then we've just secured it right behind the ear and then kept this side down over her face. So that keeps it a little bit more mature, but it's got just a really loose braid. And I just use bobby pins to secure it instead of an elastic.
Okay.
That keeps it a little bit more mature, so you can't see that elastic because that can look a little girlish.
Right, the bobby pins hide your work.
Yep.
And also, do the bobby pins, because I was surprised when you helped me out, I was surprised you reached for bobby pins and not an elastic. Does a bobby pin help kind of keep it a little natural and messy?
Yes, it's not quite so perfect, and you can kind of pull the pieces out and loosen it more easily with a bobby pin versus an elastic that holds it pretty taut, so it's hard to undo it.
All right, let's go to style number 2.
All right, so this is Bree, and Bree is wearing the half top knot. So, you know, the top knot we talked about was really big, but the half top knot, I absolutely love it. This is one of my go-tos.
Here's what's funny about this. When the top knot first emerged, let's say, what, 3-4 years ago, we were all shocked by it. And I remember even saying, I would never wear that. And now we see the half top knot. Do you think in a few years or a few months even women will be embracing this like we did the full knot?
I think so, yeah. This one's getting more and more popular. They're all over Pinterest, so it's definitely something that's like coming full force. It's great. Bree actually has bangs, and we were able to pull her bangs back out of her face doing this, and that's a great option. So like if your bangs are a little greasy on day 2, you can pull them back. Again, I didn't use an elastic on this. I just pulled it back, and I like to see kind of the finger marks through it so it's not so perfectly smooth. And then I took the hair up and I teased it and I put some dry shampoo in it to really give it some texture and grit so that when I wrapped it around, it's nice and full, it's got lots of volume, and then there's like 3 bobby pins to hold it.
I love it, actually.
Doesn't look, she looks so cute. I love it too. And again, great even if you have bangs. It's a great if you're growing them out and you need to get them out of your face. This is an awesome option.
I love any ideas for second day hair.
Totally. When it feels greasy and you can fake some volume with it.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Fair to say, does this style have an expiration date? Is there an age-appropriate cutoff?
I would say probably 40 and under on this one, just to be safe. I mean, it is a little bit more youthful for sure. And then keep in mind too that I always like to recommend that where your recessions are on your hair, it should be from that point back that we pull it up, not wider. So that will keep it more flattering as well.
So probably more narrow than what? So define recessions for those who might not know.
So the recessions on Bree's hair are just right when it goes back to those peaks. That's everybody has a peak in their hair. So that's like the most flattering spot to pull it back, or slightly inside of that.
Slightly inside of those parameters.
Yep.
I love it. Bree looks beautiful. Is there any face shape you wouldn't recommend this for?
Actually, this one's pretty flattering. It's going to lift the eyes and the focus up, so it's actually very flattering for most face shapes. So,
all right, you look beautiful. All right, style number 3.
Okay, so this is M, and for M's, I just decided I would show you quickly because it's just really quick and easy. So for hers, we have a center part. We've left some soft pieces around her face, and I've just taken 2 pieces and I've secured them pretty tight right here. Okay. Then I'm gonna take some pieces that are close to that section, and I'm just gonna start wrapping it around that hair, almost like it was a headband. So I'm gonna just wrap it. I can grab one. Isn't this so cute?
I see where you're going, and I love this. And as
Isn't
someone
that
who
so
I can't
cute?
braid my own hair.
Nope.
I could do this.
Totally. It looks very fancy, but it's super easy to do. So just wrap them a few times around. It should be pretty loose and undone. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it gets that really nice, you know, looks like a braid. And then again, you can start doing it on this side as well.
And will it self-hold?
Yeah, so I'll throw a few bobby pins in just to hold it, but her hair's got a good texture that it will hold. If your hair's slippery, then you can certainly put more bobby pins in. But you're just taking sections from underneath and then wrapping it around just to create kind of like a halo braid almost.
This is beautiful.
Super quick and easy. We were joking backstage that it kind of looks like Princess Buttercup or like Guinevere.
It does.
It's fancy, but it's really easy to do. So you can certainly, and you can just tug on those to get the however tight you want them.
Hey, but for a fancier Sunday church style or for the hubby's upcoming holiday party, that would be a little extra you could do.
Isn't that fun and easy? Super quick, and it's beautiful. It kind of makes it back from this back. You get the surprise, like, oh, that's really nice.
Peekaboo, yes, feminine, soft, so pretty. It looks awesome, and your hair looks pretty snazzy too.
Yeah, so I did kind of more of like a vintage look, kind of retro. I started doing these retro styles like because my grandmother always did, and she had the greatest hair. So I kind of did it like as an homage to her. So just kind of fun, like vintage retro look.
This is awesome inspiration and funny to see how these trends are cycling again, right?
Absolutely.
Where can we get more ideas from you, Megan?
You can always check me out at thebeautysnoop.com.
Thank you so much, ladies. You look lovely. Thank you. We will be right back. Megan's actually sticking around to share some good news for anyone in need of a little hair help. How to win a free hair color with Megan. That's next on Studio 5.